Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be talking through my updated PM skincare routine. I did just recently upload my morning skincare routine, told you guys I would follow up with a PM version of that video, otherwise that video would have been way too long. So these are going to be all of the products that I've been using at night that I've really been enjoying and the order in which I use those products. So if you guys want to hear all of that, you are in the right spot. Let's jump right into it. Okay, so let's start off with the first step in my PM skincare routine, which is makeup and or sunscreen removal. And on most days, I'm not leaving my apartment. That's sad, but it's true. So I'm not wearing makeup at all. I am just using sunscreen. And in that case, I don't have a need for something that maybe is more better suited for full coverage makeup removal and mascara removal. So in that situation, I've really been loving the Cerave Hydrating Cream to Foam Cleanser. This is for normal to dry skin. I have combo skin that leans oily and I still really like it. For reference, it says it cleanses, hydrates, and removes makeup without disrupting the protective skin barrier. It has 3 essential ceramides, amino acids, and hyaluronic acid. And this is actually the only cleanser from Cerave that specifically calls out that it is for makeup removal. So I've noticed on some of their other cleanser product descriptions, they say that you can use them for makeup removal. I personally wouldn't recommend that. I don't think they are effective enough for that. I would use this instead. Or if you're like me and prefer to just use this for sunscreen, works great for that as well. The reason that I don't use this for full coverage makeup removal and mascara is I just don't think it works well enough for that for me. And I really want to make sure that all of my makeup is removed from my face. So I'll show you guys in a second what I use in those situations. But just for everyday use, for light makeup wears or just sunscreen only wears, this is super nice and one that I don't think you need a separate cleanser to follow up with after. A lot of makeup removal products do a really nice job at melting down makeup and sunscreen and properly removing it, but they don't effectively cleanse the skin. And a lot of them aren't even designed to do that in the first place. So in those situations, I always follow up with an actual cleanser afterwards, but I don't feel like I need one in this case. I do think it does a good job at both removing light makeup and sunscreen and cleansing my skin. So take that for what it's worth. If you're super oily, I don't know that you're gonna feel like this cleanses your skin maybe as well as you would like it to, but everybody's different. Everyone has different preferences, so you would just have to test it out to see for yourself. But I really like this one. It feels so nice and soft on my skin. When I am wearing makeup and mascara, I actually use 2 different products for removal, which I know is super annoying. You don't have to do that at all. Please don't think I'm saying that. You can just use one product for makeup removal, but I'm just so nitpicky about it that I have found a process that works for me that I enjoy. For whatever reason, I really don't like the feeling of creamy, oily products in my eyes to remove mascara. I've talked about this before, but I feel like just the sensation is not super pleasant for me, and it actually is really difficult for me to remove my mascara in that way. And I also am somebody that wears contacts, and I feel like when I do that, it gets really cloudy and murky in my eyes. I don't love it. It's not for me right now. So maybe in the future I will change my mind on that. But for now, what I've been doing is using my Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water. This is their sensitive skin formulation with the pink cap. It's fragrance free and essential oil free, and it's very basic ingredient label. I use this on a microfiber towel with warm water. The combination of those 3 things makes it so quick and easy for me to remove eye makeup, and I don't have to tug. I just love it. And then I don't have that greasy feeling on my eye, which I just don't like. So I know that they have other formulations, and the one with a blue cap has more of an oily residue. I just don't, you guys, I mean, you know now that I don't love that oily feeling. I think that one is now fragrance free, and I don't know if it was before. So if it is, I will link that one below as well if you prefer something that is a little bit more oilier, because I think that one probably does a little bit better job at removing makeup. But I've had no problem with this. I've used this for years. I love it. So microfiber towel, warm water, this, and just eye makeup recently because I've been using something else that I really love for the rest of my face. I've used this on my face so many times throughout the years as well. Works great for that. I want to clarify that I'm never recommending using a micellar water as cleanser on its own. That's not what I ever do. It's just for makeup removal. And then what I've been using on the rest of my face to melt down a foundation and powder and everything else is this Isntree Micellar Melting Cleansing Oil. So this says it has a powerful deep cleansing ability, it clears pores and blackheads, and has a light and refreshing finish. No ingredients in here that should clear pores or blackheads, so disagree with that statement, but I do agree with the fact that it's light, and I mean, I wouldn't say refreshing, but compared to other oil cleansers that I've tried, it's one of the lightest weight ones and the least greasy. I've tried quite a few oil cleansers that just feel so oily on my skin, and while those do a good job at removing makeup, it's just not a pleasant experience. And of course, application and that whole process is part of what makes skincare fun and enjoyable. And if you hate the way something feels, that's not something that you want to reach for. So this is one that I really like, doesn't feel too greasy, does a really great job at breaking down full coverage makeup, and I've really been liking it. I mean, everything here is fragrance and essential oil free, but this is as well. And I reviewed this in my Isntree brand review. If you want to see just more in depth what I have to say about this product and a lot of the other Isntree products, then I will link that review below. I have reviews on a lot of these products, so everything will be linked in the description box. And then again, I am never relying on products that melt down makeup for my cleanser. So whenever I use those products, I always follow up with a cleanser afterwards. And I have so many cleansers that I have been using frequently and really, really love. I will link my top 5 Holy Grail cleanser video below if you want to see some recommendations there. But for the sake of keeping things simple, I thought I would let you guys know that I have used this many times as a second step cleanse after makeup removal, and I really like it in that way. Totally up to you, but I think this is one that feels nice and gentle on my skin, and I don't have issues with. A non-problematic cleanser is a cleanser for me. After cleansing, I'll go ahead and apply a serum, and I feel like a broken record sometimes because I've mentioned this product so many times, but I think that also goes to show how much I truly do love it. It's really such a staple for me in my nighttime skincare routine. It's the Dermatology Needleless Serum. And I have the ingredients pulled up here from their site, and I'm just gonna read some of the things that they say because I think they do a good job at explaining them. So this has niacinamide to help with tone and texture, copper to stimulate collagen production, pea extract, which is an antioxidant with anti-inflammatory benefits, sodium, chondroitin sulfate, which is a skin conditioning ingredient that helps to protect our skin barrier, panthenol, which is a soothing protecting ingredient, hyaluronic acid, glycosaminoglycans, which helps to support collagen and elastin production, glucosamine HCI, which is an anti-aging ingredient, bamboo leaf extract. I mean, so many. This serum is awesome. If you are looking for a one-stop shop anti-aging serum, this is it. I do have a 20% off discount code. It's just Abby20, and that actually gets you 20% off their entire website. So I'll make sure to have that in my description box below if you are going to be purchasing from Dermatology at any point in the future. And then one that I want to give an honorable mention to is the Purito Centella Unscented Serum. So this one is more so for skin soothing versus the Dermatology one, which I think is much more impressive in the anti-aging department. This one is more affordable as well. So even with that 20% off code, if that Dermatology serum is too pricey for you, hopefully this is one that works with your budget. So this says it's essential oil free. It has 49% Centella extract, which is awesome. Centella asiatica is a great anti-inflammatory wound healing ingredient, and it helps to calm and soothe. This says it will reinforce the skin barrier. It also has niacinamide, ceramides, peptides, and madecassic acid. Did I say that all right? I feel like I was swearing. I mean, it technically kind of was. This says it's for sensitive, irritated skin, and that it will soothe and maintain skin barrier health by replenishing what your skin lacks with this nourishing formula. I think this has really great ingredients, and it's something that feels very nice and calming and refreshing when I apply it to my skin. The formula is awesome too, so it's definitely thicker than that Dermatology Needleless Serum. It kind of reminds me of aloe vera a little bit. Lightweight gel, like if a gel could be fluffy. That makes no sense, but that's how I feel about this. Every time I sit down to film a video, my battery dies or my memory card becomes full, and then I have to take off my camera, reset it up, and I know that the frame is going to be totally off. I apologize. I knew I was going to forget something. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. This is jumping out of order a little bit just for a second, but I feel like it's okay because I don't use this on a daily basis. So this is something that I use only if I need it, if I feel like my skin is really irritated and I need extra moisture and I need that irritation to calm down. Maybe if I have a lot of flakiness or scaly patches, this helps so much. It's the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Instant Oatmeal Mask. So this is a 10-minute mask that says it helps to nourish and rejuvenate the skin. So if I use this, it's after cleanser, before serum, and I will leave it on for I've left this on for 20 minutes if I really need it, and I cannot even tell you guys how much that helps me. And then I will rinse it off and go ahead and apply serum after. So the standout here is that this has colloidal oatmeal in it, and oats are amazing anti-inflammatory, antioxidant ingredients that help to calm and soothe the skin. And then this just has some really nice occlusive moisturizing ingredients in it, like shea butter, and calming ingredients like bisabolol, green tea, and licorice root. This is it. The ultimate irritation mask. Okay, now for the rest of our scheduled programming. So after I cleanse, maybe mask, and then serum, I will go ahead and apply a moisturizer. And this is actually a more recent change in my skincare routine. So I used to apply my retinoid before moisturizer. My retinoid is Tretinoin, and I did not previously have any issue in doing so, but when my acne prescription changed, when I started using Curology, I found that my skin could no longer tolerate that in the same way. So I've been applying moisturizer first to act as kind of a protective seal before my Tretinoin to minimize irritation. I did just upload a video relatively recently talking through tips and tricks for how to reduce irritation in using retinoids, and that is one of my major tips. So I'll link that video below, but that's one of them for sure that has really helped me. So the moisturizer that I have been loving for nighttime is the Dermatology Peptide Night Cream, and this one has peptide, ceramides, and antioxidants. It says it works to deeply hydrate and nourish the skin, and boy do I agree with that. This feels, I can't even explain to you. I mean, I've said this a lot, that one of my favorite things about Dermatology, aside from the nice ingredients, is just the next level formulation. Their products have such nice formulas, and I feel like this is one of the best ones I've ever tried. What? It's like a cloud. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And I love that while this is more occlusive than something like my daytime moisturizers, like the Cerave PM Facial Moisturizing Lotion, it's not so thick to where I feel like it's just clogging my pores or just weighing down on my face. And I have to backtrack, because just because something is thick doesn't mean it's clogging your pores, but it's the feeling. Do you know what I mean? Like your skin can't breathe. That, while can be extremely beneficial if you have a disrupted or damaged skin barrier, is not something that I love otherwise. So this is so nice because it's thick enough to provide me with long-lasting moisture overnight, just makes my skin feel so nice and soft, but doesn't make it feel like my skin can't breathe and that I have just greasiness going on. So I love this stuff. You're getting the benefit of the additional peptides and just, again, great ingredients here. I love it. And again, I wanted to make sure I had an affordable option for a moisturizer in case you are not able to get your hands on that Dermatology Peptide Cream. This one shocked me because it's from e.l.f. What? It's their Holy Hydration Face Cream. This has hyaluronic acid and also has peptides in it, like that Dermatology cream. Ingredients are definitely not as impressive as Dermatology, which you would hope because it's not as pricey as that, but it does have great ingredients, and this one is fragrance-free. Take note that, Take note that this moisturizer also exists, the same exact thing, but with fragrance added to it. So if that's an ingredient that you prefer to avoid like I do, just be on the lookout for the label that says fragrance free. This stuff is so nice and is a little bit lighter weight than that Dermatology Peptide Cream, but I would say feels equally as amazing. It's such a luxurious formulation, especially for a drugstore moisturizer. Oh my gosh, you guys. So if you want something kind of like a nice little drugstore treat that feels amazing on the skin and has some nice ingredients, e.l.f. What? Shocking, right? You wouldn't expect that from e.l.f. It's good. Okay, now it is time for my retinoids. So this is a non-negotiable in my nighttime routine. Unless I have skin barrier damage, then I skip it. Otherwise, that will make it worse and then my skin cannot properly heal. Otherwise, I use retinoids every single night. And I know that that's not going to be the case for everybody. Not everyone can tolerate Tretinoin use, especially on a daily basis. So if that's the case, don't feel like you have to try to match what I do. I get questions about that. That's not the goal, to try to do exactly what other people are doing. The goal is to just use it as often as you can with as minimal irritation as possible. Okay, so the retinoid that I use is Tretinoin. I've been using Tretinoin for a couple of years now, and it has completely transformed my skin. I love it. Not only is Tretinoin amazing for acne, but it helps to improve texture, and it helps to improve wrinkles and fine lines and elasticity. It has made my skin look next level. It's amazing. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. So this formulation is from Curology, and it has 0.07% tretinoin, 4% niacinamide, and 5% tranexamic acid, which is a great ingredient to help to calm the skin and decrease redness and irritation. I've had such a great experience with Curology. I will link my unsponsored review in the description box below. If you've been hesitant about it and want to see an unsponsored review, I got you. I made sure to do that. I personally think it's a great service, and I mean, those ingredients are awesome. So I really like this, and this, I mean, the formulation, I feel like I don't really need to talk about much because it's a prescription, but if you are curious, it is a nice formulation. It's pretty lightweight, and I would say it's kind of a mix between a gel and a cream. And that's not it for my nightly retinoid ritual. I need that on a shirt. So I always will use retinol around my eyes and on my neck after that. And the reason that I don't just use tretinoin around my eyes and on my neck is that the skin around our eyes is very delicate and fragile, and tretinoin is an extremely potent ingredient. So I like to be more gentle. It's just better to not use tretinoin around the eyes, and you can use a retinol serum instead to still make sure that you are targeting those areas that are really prone to fine lines with something that helps with that, but is not going to be as irritating. And then the skin on our neck just does not respond well to tretinoin. I've seen some comments from you guys that have tried to use tretinoin on your neck, and it's caused burning and stinging and redness and just really, really intense irritation. So I would not recommend using tretinoin on the neck either. Instead, I would use a retinol. And the retinol that I would recommend, again, is from Dermatology. It's their 0.5% retinol complex. This says it reduces the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles and hyperpigmentation. And this one actually has 0.5% retinol, vitamin E, and vitamin C. And there is a myth that you cannot use vitamin C with any retinoids. That's not true. It's best to use vitamin C and tretinoin at different times of day because of the potential for irritation. So I always use vitamin C in the morning because of my nightly tretinoin use. But in the case of retinol like this in certain concentrations, and then it depends on the amount of vitamin C as well, it is fine. That is safe. And if it causes irritation for you, of course, then don't use it, but they're okay to be in the same product. Again, formulation of this is amazing. It feels so nice and conditioning, and is a really nice, refreshing formulation for around the eyes and on the neck as well for nighttime wear. And I really like that they disclose the concentration of retinol here, because that is definitely not the case with all retinol products. So affordable alternatives, Cerave has retinol serums. I will link my reviews on those below. Sorry, I don't have that with me, I just realized, but they don't disclose the concentration of retinol in those, so I am not able to directly compare in that sense, and that is definitely a downside to products like that, and why I'm just choosing to stick to things that actually disclose the concentration so I know what's in them, you know? And then finally, I have one more product that is also something that I don't use on a daily basis, but I just use when I have really, really irritated skin, and holy crap, has it been a lifesaver in those scenarios. It's the Cerave Healing Ointment. This says it protects and soothes dry, cracked, and chafed skin. It's called a skin protectant. It is very thick. It has 46.5% petrolatum, if that tells you anything. It also has mineral oil, paraffin, and dimethicone within the top 4 ingredients on the label. They are very occlusive, thick ingredients, which is absolutely what you want when you have skin barrier damage, because it will actually help to act as a seal on the skin to prevent transepidermal water loss and allow our skin to heal more quickly. So on their own, each of those ingredients don't have healing properties to them, but it's the way in which you use this product combined with other ingredients that allows your skin to heal more quickly and more effectively. So this one is actually one of the few ointments that has some really nice hydrators and replenishing ingredients in it as well. So ceramides and hyaluronic acid being those, typical for Cerave. Just Vaseline, which is petrolatum. I mean, I think there's a couple other ingredients in some of those, but that's it. There's no other healing ingredients in them, so that's why this is my top recommendation for that kind of thing. But what you could also do is just use other products like this, some really nice moisturizers, and then layer a little bit of Vaseline on top of any areas of barrier damage that you have, and that works too. But Again, this is my top pick. I know that some of you guys love to use this all over your entire face if you're super dry. I don't personally do that, but I will just apply it to areas that are really flaky and irritated, and overnight I wake up and my skin is so much better. How I have also started using this recently, again, as a last step in my skincare routine, is on my eyelids, on the sides of my eyes, and under my eyes, my eye area. Why didn't I just say that? I've been using this on my eye area. Okay, I was just about to say on and around my eyes. I'm not putting this on my eyeballs. Okay, and I've tested out a lot of different products before that are thicker for the purpose of just additional moisture and protection around the eyes. Again, because that skin is so delicate and thinner than the rest of the face, and the fine lines, let's not even talk about it. I'm done taking gambles. I'm done. I just basically want the thickest thing that I can apply around my eyes, and this is it for me. So thankfully, this product doesn't cause any kind of irritation on my skin. I don't get a reaction like bumps, which I know can happen to some people in using really occlusive products. So just be aware of that. But unless that starts to happen to me, this is just a permanent staple in my skincare routine now at night. What's this? Okay, we've made it to the end of this video. Per usual, my jaw feels like it's gonna fall off. I've been sitting here filming for hours, other videos. It's time to call it a night. I felt like it was just, I had to end with my nighttime skincare routine. It was only fitting because I'm about to go do it. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Let me know in the comments below, are you currently using any of these products? What do you think about them? Are you using something else that you love? Are you going to try one of these products after watching this video? If you are, I will have everything linked in my description box below in order of mention, as always, to help you guys out. If there's anything else that you guys would like to see from me next, don't forget to leave that request in the comments below. And if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and click on that notification bell, and also send my channel to a friend. All of those things really help to support my channel and really mean so much to me. So thank you guys for your support. Other than that, my next video will be up in a few days, so stay tuned for that. But until then, I hope you have a great few days.